Hello, ladies and gentlemen. RC Bash Boy here. Welcome. Welcome to KYOSHO Wednesday. So today is it's a somewhat sad KYOSHO Wednesday for me. So I'm sure you guys already read the title, and so I just broke the KYOSHO Outlaw Rampage Pro Kit. So I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough. What happened to the truck. And before I do that, I just wanted to show you guys, some of the new parts, that I added to the truck. Just more like a, scale look to it. And first and foremost, if you saw my previous video on the search and rescue, I did add, a tow hook in the front. I know most of you, should be like, hey, well, you're pretty much pushing on Lexan, and yeah, mostly it's just cosmetic. I just used it, just for show and look on my previous video. I know I'm not supposed to be using, that tow hook because, you're pushing on Lexan. So yeah, so I did put one in the front, and let me show you the rear. So yeah, I also added another tow hook on the rear, as you can see, and I also added, I don't know if camera's catching that, but so I also added a little antenna, for the vehicle, and yeah, so that's the additional scale details that I added, on the truck. But yeah, so what broke, right? So pretty much all the gears that are in the differential, transmission casing, whatever you want to call it. So the inner gears that are in there, pretty much they all got stripped out. Okay, so and I'm gonna show you the picture, that I took when I took the whole, differential apart. So let me show you that. And I gotta say, I've been giving this truck hell. I've been using this truck on a daily basis, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that, those gears gave out. But the thing is here, so obviously when you do these types of builds, I highly recommend you to keep the manual. Because I hear, like, for example, other people just like to, build a truck and throw the manual, throw the box, and so this is where the manual comes in, quite handy. So as soon as I knew that all my gears were stripped inside, I went to my manual and I saw, the gears that I needed. So that's where I got the part number, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you where it's at the manual. So here we have the exploded view on the manual, and pretty much it tells you every single part that it's, on the truck. So going down to the gear assembly, that's the part number, OL009. Okay, so it's pretty much this gear, that gear, and that also stripped. So the cool thing is that everything comes with this part number, and let me show you also another thing. So if you go to KYOSHOamerica.com, even if you add the part number there, and as you can see, funny story. Okay, so that's the price. And that actually surprised me today, because when I checked, KYOSHO was it wasn't available. So, and actually I was gonna rant about this because I was in need of these gears, and I went ahead and I went onto eBay and got them there. But if the owners of this truck, if your gear set messes up, KYOSHO America does stock them out. Also, if you live here in the United States, if you go to KYOSHO Japan, They also do have the parts there, but they do ask you to have a credit card, from Japan. So I mean that's something that when you check out, you won't be able to check out because you need a credit card from there. And actually, I can actually show you. So let's do that. Okay, so this is KYOSHO Japan, and as you can see, it's I think in Japan they're called yen, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, but so yeah, so there is, the part number, which is right there. So let's say, right, you click add to cart. It's going, and then see it says add it to your shopping cart, and then you go to your cart. And I already did it, so so you go to checkout. Come on, check out. Right there. Please note that credit card issued outside Japan and shipping address outside Japan are not accepted. So there you go. Okay. So make sure if you live here in the States, the United States, just go to KYOSHO USA, because if you go to KYOSHO Japan, this is pretty much what you're gonna get. So, and like I stated, when I assembled everything, I went to KYOSHO USA, and they told me they were out of stock, so that's why I went onto eBay. But if I would have known that they had it already in stock, I would have just purchased it from KYOSHO USA. So yeah, so a couple pointers here and there. Hopefully they're useful in case your truck messes up or whatnot. Hopefully this is helpful to you guys. So to conclude, so yeah, the parts are ordered. Actually, I ordered 2 sets, just to be on the safe side. So the part number, once again, it's OL009. And like how you saw in the pictures, like I showed you on the manual. And basically that is the whole, drivetrain of this truck. So I went ahead and ordered 2. And one thing I will tell you guys, if you run this truck a lot on sand, obviously the bearings that are on there, I know they're, full ball bearings. But they're just, your typical cheapy ball bearings. So another thing that I will be doing, once I get my drivetrain, everything here, I will, reassemble everything again. I put everything together because I wasn't ready to, I don't like to have everything all scattered or whatnot. So I put everything together. Once everything comes back, I'll go ahead and start assembling, the whole drivetrain. But as of right now, even if you move it, it makes a horrible clicking sound. But yeah, I just didn't want to have it, all there, and so yeah. Right now it's messed up, and I'm just waiting for parts. But once everything's here, I will go ahead and add Avid ball bearings on there. The ones with the plastic covers on there. So yeah, I will run Avid ball bearings on there, and the whole transmission, that will be brand new. Also, I will be adding TLR grease. Actually, I use a lot of the TLR grease, when it comes to gears and whatnot. I use the blue grease, which that one actually really sticks, to the gears. So that's pretty much, what I use, when it comes to gears. So yeah, I will do a video of me assembling the whole unit. But right now this is what I got for you guys. So, and I'm still waiting for parts. My local hobby shop does carry the bearings. Once everything's here, I'll just go to my local hobby shop and just get the bearings. And from there, I'll go ahead and make a video, on how to unassemble and assemble the the diff casing, because remember, this kit came 70% complete, and part of the assembly, the differential was already assembled. So, and I'm pretty surprised that my gears stripped, and the main reason why they were stripped is because there were also dirt got in there, which, I mean, I'm very surprised. Well, technically I'm not that surprised, because this thing has seen dirt, since day one. But yeah, man, I found debris in there, and so yeah, so technically the bearings are gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a quick walkthrough, once everything is here. So other than that, hopefully you guys are having a great KYOSHO Wednesday, and see you on the next one. So RC Bash Boy here. Thanks for watching.